Hey everyone, this is Cary Smith, and I'm sitting here with Cheri Turner.
Hi.
And Cheri and I are both with Client First Capital. And so, welcome back. This is video two of a series of three, where our topic is the top three reasons to have a tax strategy in place. So, Cheri, you covered some really good reasons during the first video. So, in the second one, we'll go a little bit deeper. Well, real quick, I just want to say a lot of people have tactics, right? They have ideas, things they can do to make sure that they're reducing their taxes. Typically, they're looking backward at last year's as they're doing their taxes to see, are there some deductions or something I can do? But a tax strategy really is something that's more comprehensive, and it involves not just looking at this year's taxes, but future years' taxes as well, to make sure you're thinking today about actions that you might take that will save you in taxes or optimize your taxes in future years, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
So
This
anyway,
more, this
yeah,
more encompasses tax planning and having a long-term strategy that really encompasses the whole picture. So
that's
good
right.
point. Yes. So for today's point, we're actually going to talk about something that's a little more difficult for individuals to do on their own, and that's leveraging timing advantages. So there's a number of ways that we can do that. The first of them we actually discussed a bit in the last video, and that was optimizing tax loss harvesting, which means if you have investments and you get down to the end of the year and you have some high gains in certain areas, you might also have some losses on some other securities that perhaps you could use that would help you to offset some of those gains and help reduce your taxes a bit. So that's one advantage of a method that you could use. Another way is accelerating deductions of income, expenses, and investments. And part of that is by spreading out your capital gains over time. So say you sell a property and you have several $100,000 in capital gains. There are a couple strategies that you can actually use to help delay the taxes on some of those gains in order to not necessarily bump you all the way into the maximum tax bracket. So hopefully some of those gains won't necessarily be taxed at the highest tax bracket.
Yeah, very good.
Another method would be through Roth conversions. You're actually able to reduce your taxes in high income years. So the way you do that is by strategically optimizing your Roth conversions over time. It helps individuals with large IRAs reduce the required minimum distributions by the time they reach RMD age, which means that it helps you really better control what tax bracket you end up falling in. In addition to that, another example would be accelerating your deductions and bundling and distributing them over time. An example of this, actually, Cary, you alluded to in the last video, and that would be through strategic giving. One way of doing this, if individuals contribute to their church or animal organizations or environmental organizations have causes that are close to their heart, and they tend to be generous givers, that people can contribute into what we call donor advised funds. And so essentially what you do is you accelerate all of those donations that you could potentially give over the next few years, and you accelerate them all into 1 year by creating this donor advised fund with enough funds that would supply those contributions over a series of years. By doing that, you're actually able to achieve a pretty high tax deduction in that given year, which helps you to be able to itemize your deductions and achieve a write-off that would be higher than just taking the standard deduction.
Cheri, that's such a good point. And the donor advised funds are such a great tool for those people who are charitably inclined and they know they're going to give this year and every year to their church or their favorite charitable organization. It makes sense to pull those forward, right? And so that you can maximize the deductions. And I'm not sure that everyone takes advantage of that. But it's a great tool to save on taxes. Or you can use it as a tool to give more, pass that tax savings back on to your church or your charity right? So
Right.
there's a lot of different ways to use that to your
Right.
advantage. Yeah, so that's a good point.
Absolutely. Yeah. Additionally, individuals can give straight from their IRAs, especially in those years where you've run into where you are taking required minimum distributions, which tend to bump up your income level. So by using that income from your IRA and transferring that instead to a charity or your church or wherever you're giving, you essentially are eliminating that as income from your income for that year. In addition, if you have stocks that have very low cost basis and so therefore very high taxes that would be due, then those are excellent items to either give to charity, give to family, give to other individuals, to where, or especially to charities who do not have to pay any taxes on those.
Yeah. So Cheri, so this one was leveraging the timing advantages, right? And so
Mhm.
timing matters, but also there are a lot of great tools, right, that can
Mhm.
help people, be more strategic and have a good tax plan and significantly save on the amount of taxes that they're paying. So let me just throw this out there. If if you're familiar with these tools, please take advantage of them. If you're not, or you just don't feel like you know enough, reach out to a financial planner. You can reach out to us at Client First Capital. We can help you understand these tools or help you with the tax strategy. And so I appreciate everyone joining us for our second video. We have one more, so please tune in for the third video. And Cheri, anything else to add?
Oh, that was it on this one. Thanks so much for joining us. Please, if you've gotten value today, please do like and subscribe so that other individuals can find us easier. It helps with the algorithm as well. Yeah.
Okay. And again, you can find us at clientfirstcap.com. If you want to
Mhm.
know more about us or if you want to speak with us, you can schedule an appointment. Thank you.